Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Andrew with This Bike Life, and today we are going to be taking a look at bike travel bags. Specifically, this is the DB, the Savage. This is a full bike carrier, so it's something that you would disassemble the bike with, take the wheels off, take the handlebars off, and this is what you would travel with if you're going to fly across the country, or if you just wanted some added protection or needed to get your bike into a smaller package to take it somewhere with you with really good protection. So I've traveled with bike bags before through the air, and this one was really intriguing, and when I got the opportunity to do a video on it and check it out, I definitely jumped on it. So I personally have a different one, and so we're going to be doing a little bit of a comparison at the end. So hang tight and let's take a look at the bag. So let's start off by asking why you would want a bike bag. And I kind of hit over this earlier, but if you want to travel with your bike and you want it to be protected at all costs, whether you're flying, driving long distance, moving, what have you, whatever circumstance or situation would require you to transport your bike, a bike bag is going to allow you to safely transport your bike. It should let you safely transport your bike, depending on the quality and features, to wherever you need to go without any consequence. Now, the Savage has lots of cool features that you aren't going to find in other bags that I've seen. The previous bag that I've had was a Dakine. I've used it to fly. I've let other people borrow it to fly, and honestly, it's been a great bag. And with like unofficial group tests, meaning all meeting up for a ride and everybody has their own bike bag that they bring in, actually gains a lot of positivity on how well it works. But I'll tell you what, this bag, there's some quirks about it that are going to make it a little bit more difficult, but the quality and the protection, I feel like are, it blows the Dakine out of the water. So to start off, just the side materials of the bag, the padding's going to be a little bit thicker. Everything is just a little bit more firm to where when you get it how it needs to go, it almost kind of stands up on its own instead of just like completely flops over. And what's cool about this bag is it has this internal framing structure that basically helps from the bag collapsing in on itself, and it just provides a nice cage that your bike nestles in between. Bike has really good detailed instructions. It's basically a 10-step process that is easily illustrated. It doesn't require you to do too much. Basically take the wheels off and unscrew your handlebars, and that's to the extent of the disassembly that your bike needs to go through. The Savage is completely lined inside with this waterproof kind of plastic coating, other than the red straps that you see. There's a wheel compartment here, and then you also have a wheel compartment on the other side. Again, that also kind of helps aid in that structuralness. You're going to have a separate pedal slot, so you can keep those out of the way from scratching up anything inside your bag. So here's just one of those quality comparison things just right off the bat. This is what I'll call the fork boot. When you take your wheel off, your fork would slide into here. As you can see, this is like almost 1 inch thick, padded, really firm. This is the Dakine one. Really flimsy. This is in there. Now granted, this does cover most of your fork. It'll actually cover all of your stanchion, or all of your lowers and part of your stanchions, but I typically don't like anything rubbing against stanchions, even if it's a really soft material. I always personally will cover my stanchions with something that I prefer, separate from just the regular fork boot. But from a height difference, you can tell that the Savage is going to pretty much just cover the lowers, but just the increased stiffness of this, you can just feel like your bike is going to be well better protected. Moving to the exterior of the bag, what I like as well is the use of like this rubber coated nylon material. Dirt won't absorb or kind of embed itself in there, so it's really easy to clean. You will get some of that up here, just that normal nylon material, whereas like my Dakine bag is completely just this material everywhere. You're going to have cool little things like hand straps right here so that you can hold on to it. The straps that compress the bag together when it's enclosed basically just suck in to the pouch right here, so they're not just flapping out of the way. Another big difference between this and my Dakine bag is this has 4 wheels, so you actually have 2 big like rollerblade style tracking wheels in the back, and then you have rotating wheels up front to help better maneuverability. Let's say if you're inside like an airport, you don't have to always lift it up on one end, maneuver it and set it down. This can pretty much just rotate on its own. So nothing is perfect, even though as great as this bag is, it does have some differences where my Dakine bag would come up top. For starters, this bag is a lot heavier, like more than 5 pounds heavier, which if you're traveling is going to be pretty significant, just given a lot of airlines are going to track your weight, consider it oversized. Now some airlines, they are considering bike bags as a non-extra chargeable like oversized luggage, which is really cool. They're starting to recognize, and I know a few other airlines are starting to do the same thing, so your overall bike weight isn't going to, or your packaged bike weight isn't going to necessarily play into the factor of that traveling cost. However, from just a physical size and weight, it is going to be more than 5 pounds heavier than like my Dakine bag was. And it is just a physically bigger bag. So if you compare it from a height and from a width standpoint, it is going to be an overall bigger bag. It's going to stow away a little bit bigger and just be a little bit harder to handle, I suppose, but isn't such a big deal with me, but that is just differences that I have to state. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and watching this video on the DB, the Savage bike bag. I know there's only so much you can say about a bag, right? But this is something that I have used before as a tool, and it's something that I do appreciate in terms of design and engineering. My bike is basically part of my life, and I want it to be as protected as much as possible. So if you have any more questions about this bag, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to answer them for you. I know some of you may have more intricate questions about the bag, or there may be something that I missed. So I try to answer all the questions, so feel free to ask. If you are interested in this bag or anything else from DB, you can use the coupon code that I have pasted in the description of this video. That is also along with all the other active discount codes that I have as well. So given by the quality of this bag, I would reckon a lot of DB's other bags are going to be top quality as well, and I hope to do more reviews with them and for them in the future. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.